Get ready for high-stakes action because we start with Rilany Silva discussing the upcoming Brazil versus Chile match, where she calls it a very tough semifinal. We dive into what this means for the Canarinho as they prepare for a massive clash in Asunción, Paraguay. This is going to be a battle for the ages, and we have all the details you need to know right now.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we turn our attention to young Brazilian winger Estevao and his critical journey toward the 2026 World Cup. Estevao is currently undergoing intensive physical rehabilitation at Palmeiras facilities in São Paulo under Chelsea supervision, fighting to recover from a thigh injury. We explore the intense focus and the incredible mentality of this young player as he chases a World Cup miracle. Now, let's switch gears to the incredible story of Indy, the 16-year-old midfielder who embodies dual nationality and passion. Indy, with Danish roots and Brazilian heritage, shares how her desire to experience Brazilian football shaped her path, and we hear directly about her hopes for the upcoming semi-final against Chile. It's a story of passion and representing two nations. And finally, we look at the high-level analysis from Rilany Silva on that very same Brazil versus Chile semi-final. Coach Rilany Silva previewed the matchup, calling it the highest-level game of the tournament and detailing how the Brazilian team is prepared to fight back. Don't miss a single moment of this intense competition. Stay with us for the full breakdown. In a recent assessment of the Brazil versus Chile match, Rilany Silva described the contest as a very tough semifinal. The comment was reported by OneFootball and was attributed to a member of the CBF, Confederação Brasileira de Futebol. The statement underscores the high level of intensity and difficulty characterizing the fixture, suggesting a fiercely contested match in the context of the tournament. Brazilian winger Estevao is currently undergoing intensive physical rehabilitation in Brazil with the 2026 World Cup as his ultimate goal. According to ESPN, Estevao is recovering at Palmeiras facilities in São Paulo under the supervision of Chelsea. The player, 19, opted for conservative treatment after sustaining a thigh injury while playing for the English club, ruling out surgery in pursuit of a call-up to the national team. The injury occurred on April 18th during the Premier League match against Manchester United, where Estevao was substituted in the 16th minute due to a tear in his right hamstring and the back of his thigh. Estevao, who was developed in the youth ranks of Palmeiras, has been a significant contributor for both clubs. At Chelsea, he has registered 8 goals in 36 appearances across all competitions since joining for £29 million in the summer, where he was considered a crucial asset. His performance for Brazil has been notable. He is currently the top scorer for Brazil since Italian manager Carlo Ancelotti took charge last year, netting 5 goals in 7 matches and providing an unbalanced style of play. João Paulo Sampaio, coordinator of the Palmeiras Youth Academy, emphasized the players' mental fortitude as key to their World Cup aspirations. Sampaio stated that if doctors give him hope of playing in the World Cup, Estevao will strive to make it happen, highlighting his tremendous self-confidence. Brazil's squad selection process is nearing its conclusion. Manager Carlo Ancelotti is scheduled to announce the final list of 26 players on May 18th. The tournament is set to take place from June 11 to July 19 in the United States, Mexico, and Canada, with Brazil slated to compete in Group C alongside Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Indy, a 16-year-old midfielder with Danish roots, has chosen to represent Brazil, her mother's country, on the international football stage. The midfielder, who currently plays for FC Nordsjælland in Denmark, shared insights into her dual heritage and her passion for Brazilian football during an interview with CBF TV. Indy explained that her interest in the sport was sparked by her mother's Brazilian background, stating, "My mother is Brazilian and my father is Danish. I always wanted to know what football is like in Brazil. I always knew Brazilian football was really cool, and I kept wanting to watch more and more." She expressed immense happiness about representing Brazil, noting the unwavering support from her parents. Indy was born in South Africa and has resided in Denmark her entire life. Representing Brazil required her to navigate linguistic differences, as she communicates effectively with her teammates and coaching staff in Portuguese, though she prefers Danish for personal notes regarding tactics and game strategy. Her journey in football began at the age of 8 after a school friend introduced her to a practice session. Looking ahead to the upcoming match against Chile, a semifinal qualifier for the South American U17 Women's Championship, Indy expressed confidence but acknowledged the challenge, concluding, "We have prepared a lot, and I hope we can qualify. I expect a good game, but a difficult one." The Brazil versus Chile match is scheduled for Wednesday at 8 p.m. Brasilia time at the Defensores del Chaco Stadium in Asunción, Paraguay, and will be broadcast live on Sport TV. Brazil and Chile are set to clash in a highly anticipated semifinal match of the South American Women's U17 Championship on Wednesday, the 6th, at 8 p.m. Brasilia time at the Defensores del Chaco Stadium in Asunción, Paraguay. Ahead of the decisive contest, Brazil's head coach, Rilany Silva, provided a preview, describing the upcoming fixture as a highly challenging affair. Silva stated, "I think it will be a very tough semi-final, a very competitive match. I believe it will be the highest-level game of this tournament. It's an opponent that attacks well, defends well, and is very combative, so we already know the difficulties we're going to face. But we also know our strengths, and we have prepared so that we can hurt them and not be hurt." The stakes are high for the Canarinho. Advancing from this semi-final will secure Brazil's spot in the final, granting them a berth at the FIFA U17 Women's World Cup, which is scheduled to be held in Morocco this year. Rilany Silva emphasized the intensity of the matchup, noting that Brazil faces a formidable opponent known for their aggressive play. This marks the second semi-final appearance for Silva with the Brazilian national team. Her own career highlights include reaching the World Cup semi-finals in 2025 and finishing as runner-up in the final hexagonal round of the South American Championship that same year. Expressing satisfaction with the team's preparation, Silva highlighted the collective effort behind the team's performance. "I feel happy and proud of the people who are here, of the whole team. They really embrace everything we propose, and because of that, things happen in a very positive way. The quality you see on the field is because a lot happens off it. Many people work so that they have the comfort of only having to think about the game," she remarked. She also reflected on the format of the tournament, stating, "I feel very happy to be in a semi-final. It's different from last year when there were 5 games to decide the champion. When there is this knockout format, I think it is truer to what football really is. It gives them good pressure that they will face in the future and prepares them better for the day-to-day of football."